Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Today I got something just a little bit different. I'm messing around with my old junk truck. Anyway, a friend of mine picked me up a Nitro OBD2. Anyway, long story short, I got it installed, but you know, I read the instructions, but they're not that clear. Now, let me halfway read these instructions to you. Well, the problem is that, okay, when you first stick it in, or before you stick it in, you're supposed to pull the key out, or make sure the car or the vehicle ignition is not on. Excuse me. Now, what you want to do is insert the key into the ignition. I'm just going to go ahead and jump down to number 3, and turn the key to the first stage, in other words, to the on position, but not start. Now, then it says press the reset button for about 5 seconds. See, on here it does not make very clear where that reset button is at, and I think I know right where it is, and I'm fixing to show y'all with a gem clip, or paper clip. You stick it in there, and there is a button in there, and after releasing the button, just wait for a while, about 30 to 54 seconds, for it to communicate and establish connection with the ECU. Then start the engine. All right, now here's another thing. You'll end up having to drive it, let's see, either 200 kilometers, I reckon I'm saying that right, or km, or 150 miles driving. Anyway, I have stuck this in about 4 days ago, and I have not reset it. Now, I have got different lights going off. I got a green light, red light, and I think there's a yellow light in there. Let me go ahead and pull the camera off of the helmet. That way I can point to it a little bit better, and that way y'all see what's going on. Okay, as you can see, the way the colors, yellow, green, and red. See, now, like I said, I have not reset this OBD2, but right there's a hole. There's a big hole and a little hole right here. Don't push nothing down that little hole. Your big hole is where that reset button is. Now you see how it would do different colors? Now let's see, let me show you what happens when you crank it. Okay, it's kind of hard to do this and hold the camera and do everything else. But see how it will flash? Well, it was flashing sure enough a while ago. Alright, there she's starting to flash some. Okay, now, well, what I'm fixing to do, switch it completely off. I got the key pulled, put the key in. I wish I had a light. Let's see. Yep. Maybe that'll pick up, but there's a hole right there, the large hole. All right, now what I'm fixing to do is take the gem clip and push it in there. Let's see. No, the ignition needs to be on. Okay, the ignition is on. Now I'm fixing to reset it, or see what's going to happen. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go a little bit, about 7. Okay, now remove. Now it needs to set for about a minute for it to connect to the ECU. Let's see, I was looking at Alright, well, be right back just a second. Let's see. I'm just looking at the clock over there on the wall. It's kind of hard to see. Well, I know that you ain't gonna be able to see it in the camera. But I'm gonna let it set. I'm gonna let it set for about a minute. Be right back. Okay, it's been 1 minute, a little over 1 minute. I got the ignition switched on. You see the lights is on. All right, now, if you'll notice, it's still lighting up in different colors and stuff, or it's still green, red. Now, let me go ahead and crank it and see what's gonna happen. And that is how you end up with doing how you do one of these OBD2 NITRO things. And too, there was something else I want to show y'all right quick, like, is in the package. Now, another thing too is my odometer don't quite work like it needs to. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Of course, it's an old truck, it's just an old beater. Anyway, hold on just a second. If you have a problem finding where your OBD2 port is, inside the instructions right here, it shows the location of your car, and all you had to do is come down here. You got a list of cars. Say like, okay, this is Nissan right there, number 2. You look right here at the position where number 2 is. That's where your OBD2 port is going to be. I just want to point that out to y'all, because you know, some people being new at this, they might not know where the OBD2 port is, and I just wanted to show that right there, where, you know, possibility where everything is. Another thing too is I got a friend who's going to be coming in, and we're going to do this to his car, and we're going to check, because his odometer works real good, and we're going to put about 150 miles on it, and we're going to see how everything works out. Okay, I reckon I'll do it for this video for right now until he gets in. We get started on his car, and we'll go from there. And I just wanted to add something else right quick, like before we get started on that car. If you'll notice, it's still doing all that flashing. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to show that right quick, like, also. And then just a little bit, we fixing to be getting started on his car. Okay, I'm back over here at my friend's place now. He's got a little Honda. So we're dealing with a Honda today, and I'm fixing to put this Nitro OBD2 in there and, you know, reset it and everything. And on this Honda, let's see where the OBD2 is located at. Set that right there. Okay, Honda 2/3. Okay, so that means it could be over here or over here where number 3 is. And 2, I have got a little screwdriver that works really good. If you don't have a paper clip or something like that, but you got a like one of them miniature screwdriver sets for glasses and stuff like that, you know, tighten the little tiny screws on glasses, that works perfect, because it fits right in there on it. See, like right there, there's your big hole. Now listen, I don't know. You hear that clicking? That's that reset button. That's the button that they're talking about. It's down in that hole. Now don't stick nothing in this hole, because it don't say nothing about sticking anything in that hole, because there's not a reset button in that hole. It's this larger hole right here. Okay, all right, I'll be right back. Let me locate where it is. It's going to be here or here. Here or here. So I'm fixing to get started. Be right back, y'all. Okay, I have located it, and it is at the number 3 position, where on the chart when I was saying the number 2 would be here, number 3 is going to be over in here, and right there at the corner. Now it's going to be very difficult to see right there. Alright, well, what I'm going to have to do is remove the camera once again from the helmet. That way, you know, I can show y'all where it is. Okay, right there. There's the OBD port. And now what you want to do is make sure you got it at the right angle. Slide it in, your lights comes on. Now, put the key in the ignition and switch it to the on position. Let's see, okay. Okay, let's see. I don't know where to. I'm not familiar with this car, y'all. Let's see, where is off? Okay, sorry about that. And I had the camera at a bad angle. I apologize about that. Anyway, as you can tell, it is switched on. Now, what I need to do is go back underneath here to this big hole. Oh, let's see. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, if you watch the lights goes out, you want to hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll call that 5. Okay, now your lights is back on again. Now what we want to do is leave it switched on just like this for about a minute. Now don't have a timer or anything, so we're just gonna guess at for about a minute, and then we're gonna crank it up and see how it's gonna do. And to the KM is kilometers, and I was saying kilometers to begin with, but anyway, it's 200 kilometers or 150 miles on the vehicle for this OBD2 to figure out the best gas mileage and stuff like that for the car. Okay, I'm gonna give it about another 10 seconds, because it says anywhere from 30 to 50 seconds. 55, 50, I can't remember the exact number, but I figured, you know, just a minute. Okay, I done reset it. Now, I feel like we have set long enough, so let's go ahead and crank it. Let's see how this thing's going to do. Okay. I didn't see that. Alright. Now get down here and see what this thing's to do with it. Yep, it's a flickering. Yep, you can definitely see them lights. Okay, now all my friend's got to do is put 150 miles on it, and let's see when he gets through getting the mileage on it. He's gonna let me know roughly what kind of mileage it gets, and I'm pretty sure the video will be come out by then. So what I have to do is let y'all know in the comment section of the video on his miles per gallon, because it's supposed to help with miles per gallon and all. Anyway, we got that done. Anyway, I reckon that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching.